Hey, what's up YouTube? Leo Shang here, host of the Extreme Fully Fish channel. Today is February 18th, 2018, my outing number 14 of this year. I mean, I guess you can call this an outing. I don't really expect to catch any fish out here today. Water is still pretty cold, in the range of 40 degrees to 45 degrees Fahrenheit. But man, today is gonna be a fun day, you know? So last Saturday, I went to New Jersey with my friend Dave, aka Simplex Fishing, and his girlfriend and my friend Visal. We went to this event called the 2018 Surf Day, you know? It's like one of those fishing expos, but it's dedicated to surf casters, right? So people who usually go to the surf with the waders, you know, and cast plugs and other lures to catch saltwater species of fish, right? So I went there with my friends, man, and I bought a lot of stuff, you know? Well, first and foremost, I got to meet good John Skinner, you know? For those who are not familiar, check this out, man. I got 2 books from John Skinner here. He actually signed for me. That's pretty cool, you know? Good stuff, right? As a matter of fact, this video, my name is Leo, and this video is going to follow chapter 6 of my book, The Striper Pursuit. I'm just messing, okay? But for those who are not familiar, John Skinner's got a YouTube channel. Make sure you check him out if you never checked him before. Very nice guy, super knowledgeable. He really catches a lot of saltwater species of fish, okay? I recommend his books. So we ended up getting some books from John Skinner, meeting the guy. And the cool thing is I ended up purchasing a lot of custom lures, you know? So I got a box with me here filled with saltwater custom lures. I spent about $200 to buy all of these, you know? Now the thing is, when it comes to saltwater custom lures, I am kind of a Googan, you know? I have never used these before. I mean, the whole definition of custom lures itself is that they're lures made by small companies or individuals that you usually can't find in the market, right? You need to go specifically to that person or the small company to make it for you. So we gotta be testing those lures today, okay? So I got some of these, some other pink stuff. You guys will see throughout this video. To test the lures out, I'm going to be using my trusted KastKing setup. I got here with me today the KastKing Perigee 2 pieces, medium heavy, 7 feet, with the KastKing Kodiak, which is my trusted KastKing saltwater reel. This is actually a 5000 model, okay? And man, my friend Dave and Mike Potoczny, First Estate Fishing, they're witnesses that I have dipped this reel in the sand. I've buried it before in the sand and dipped in salt water, and it still works great, okay? For fishing line, I'm going to be using the Kodiak+Fortis braided line. It is fundamental that today we gotta use braided line, because these lures, some of them cost $20, some $30. I don't want to lose them, you know. I have 100% faith in the KastKing braided line. I'm using the 40s today just to make sure that if I get snagged or something, I'm gonna get these babies back, you know. Now, of course, this is not like my saltwater setup, right? The rod and the reel, the reel and the line, yeah, but the rod, not so much. But I would like to emphasize, today we just gotta test these products, you know. I'm kind of a Googan. I wanna see their action in the water so that later I can bring you guys authentic saltwater videos on these beautiful, check this out, beautiful custom-made lures, right? Excluding the Yozuri. I got some Yozuri Mag Daughters there that are not custom, okay? So let's get started. We're gonna walk up and down the Delaware Canal today. I don't know if we're gonna catch any fish. I'm not expecting it. The lures are all pretty big, in the range of 2 to 3 ounces, but I think it's gonna be a blast, you know? We gotta get started with this MH4 peanut nugget, you know? Dude, let's see how they are in the water, man. Now this is certainly something very interesting, right? This is the first one we gotta use for today. It's the MH4 peanut nugget. I guess this is what it's called. Custom made, right? MH stands for the name of the person who makes this lure. I don't know what's his name, but and the 4, I don't know exactly what it stands for. But man, this is a sexy lure right here, you know. So first and foremost, let's see if this sinks, you know. I don't even know if this lure actually sinks, you know. Let's see here. Let me just put in front here. Oh, it sinks. It sinks very slow. That's not bad. That's not bad. Woo! It's got a nice little hopping action here. Dude, this is pretty legit. Okay, let's cast it out there. And dude, you gotta be careful. I don't want to lose any of these lures. Ooh, almost went on the tree, dude. Let's just do a steady retrieve. Oh boy, do you guys see that? Dude, it glides left and right. Very nice action right here. Now this rod, of course, is a little bit too light for a lure that is that heavy. This is like 2 ounce, but look at that, dude. Look how this glides, man. If I was fishing for like a bluefish, the Pomatomus Saltatrix or something like that, I can definitely see how this thing would actually work, you know. This is crazy. How about twitching? If I twitch, what happens? Oh yeah, okay, it glides as a twitch. Oh, it glides even wider when I twitch. Although I would say for this lure here, a steady retrieve would be much better. Wow, this lure is legit. Let me give one more cast here. I'm doing the side cast. I'm not bombing all the way out there. No way, you know, because I don't want to lose it. But yeah, steady retrieve, man. Even some big largemouth bass or some big game fish, you know, would definitely crush something like this. You guys see this? Whew. This is some good stuff right here. Oh man, just by the bend of the rod, I can tell you guys that this lure is much heavier. This is the second lure that we're gonna be casting today. Also one that I bought there, $15 I paid. It's a black label kind of lure. Like I said, man, I'm a Googan when it comes to this kind of stuff. So I mean, I don't even know what exactly is the name of this lure, but I can tell you already that the design is very interesting, you know, because when I fish, I'm used to lures that when you tie on, the eyes, right, are usually sided with where you tie them, like jerk baits, crankbaits, and stuff like that, right? This one's a little bit different, right? So I'm very curious as how this is going to work in the water. I have absolutely no idea. So let's see here. First and foremost, does this thing sink? I think all of these sink, right? Oh, hell yeah, dude. Dude, this is a sinker right here. Let's see. Is it floating kind of off the bottom? Let's see. Oh, no, this is not a sinking one. This is a floating one. It's floating there. Yeah, it's, oh, I see. Okay. Let's test it out. Can we walk the dog with this stuff? I'm not gonna bomb it. Like I said, man, I don't want to lose these lures. So it floats. Let's just do a steady retrieve first and see what happens. Yeah. The steady retrieve is not doing anything, you know. I don't think this is how it's supposed to work. Let's do a fast steady retrieve. Maybe a fast steady retrieve, something's gonna change here. Let's see. Nah, not really, you know. And let me tell you something, when you are a Googan for this type of lures, these are the kind of tests that you really need to perform, you know. Never be ashamed of being a Googan. I always tell people, you know, everyone starts from zero, everyone's born blank, you know, or so said John Locke one day, right? But the thing is, you gotta, oh yeah, walk the dog. This is like a walk the dog type of lure, 100%, man. See, you can walk the dog with it. And saltwater, if you walk the dog, this is legit. This is legit. All right, let's recast here. But as I was saying, you know, never be afraid of being a Googan. Always experiment new lures, test new things, you know. If people call you, hey man, you're a Googan, you know, you don't worry so much about it. What you have to be really worried about are the people that decide, you know, that decide to remain Googans, right? People who really don't want to learn anything, keep doing the wrong things over and over again. Those are the type of people that is just like, you, I would be ashamed if I were you, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this will take a little while to master. I think this is more a walking the dog type of lure style kind of thing. I would test this in saltwater with a rod that is more solid, you know. KastKing+Fortis already got no stretch. We are talking about braided line, but when the rod is not very sturdy, you know what I'm saying, you can't walk the dog very properly. Once I have my surf rod and we do this in the salt, maybe not in the surf, maybe in the surf, we'll see, maybe in the inlets, right? But once you have a rod that is more sturdy, the walking the dog action is going to be much better, right? Very interesting lure for sure. The third lure that we're going to be testing today is definitely a little bit lighter than the previous one. The black label, it really felt in the range of like 2 ounces, maybe even a 2.5. I think this is about in the 2 ounces range, you know, although I'm not positive. It's called the Big Rock 18. And one of these actually runs in the market for $30, okay? So this is not one of those cheap lures that you find out there, which is exactly why we can definitely not, we don't want to lose this lure today, you know? If I get snagged over there, I'm walking there to get the lure, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, I would like to give a big shout out to the owner of this company, the Big Rock Custom Lures, because when I went to the Surf Day fair, him and his wife were kind enough to actually give me one of these for free. And since he gave me one of these for free, I decided to purchase another one out of my own pocket. So I ended up with 2 of them, you know. We're gonna use it for saltwater. I have no idea how the action on this lure is going to be, but I can tell you, this is my first time casting it, by the way. But I can tell you, when I look at a lure like this, it really reminds me of a suik. You know, I don't know if you guys are familiar. A suik is like a stick bait made of wood type of lure that people usually use for muskellunge, that has got a metal lip in front. And on the suik, you can actually adjust the lip, right, up and down, so that you can change the depth of the lure. So, all right, enough talking. Let's see how this guy behaves here. Like, first and foremost, does it sink? Okay, it's a floating lure. Oh man, it's got a real decent action right here. I can tell you that much already. But is this supposed to glide on top of the water, or is it like a subsurface type of lure? So let me reel a little bit faster. It's a subsurface. It's a subsurface. As I reel, the lure actually goes down, right? Just like some crankbaits out there in the market. This is actually really cool. This looks like $30, I know, but this looks like some high quality stuff right there. Let me give a few more casts, you know, but this looks legit. This looks like just as good as that MH4 peanut thing, you know, but I actually prefer this one, I ain't gonna lie. Look at that. And then floats back, just like a kind of subsurface crankbait style lure. Personally, I'm not a big fan of crankbaits, you know, but this thing right here is not like crankbaits that dive so deep, you know, it stays just below the surface. This is legit, man. I mean, I like it. I like it. Actually, I like it a lot, man, you know. I mean, I guess it is not $30 for nothing, you know. I mean, people tell me, I didn't know so much about this company before, but people tell me that this is actually one of the major custom brands in the market, you know. And I gotta tell you, I'm pretty excited to try this guy here in salt water, you know, this year. I don't know about durability, we're gonna test that too. But in terms of castability and in terms of action, this thing's like top notch, you know. It's got one hook at the back, like I said too, you know. That the thing with that peanut one, it doesn't have a hook at the back. We could add it, you know, but I don't know how that would change the action. This here is pretty legit, you know. Some people told me that you can actually bend the eyelet up and down here too to kind of change the depth of the lure, like how much you want it to dive. Never bend the lip, right? Make sure you bend the eyelet. I don't think I'm gonna bend it. I think this is perfect, you know. Once I go to saltwater, man, we're gonna try to catch some nice fish on this one right here. Oh Oh brother, last lure that we're going to test here in this video is legit one that I'm a little bit terrified even to tie it up. This is a 2-ounce special jig head that I purchased at the market, okay, from the company, the Custom One company, that is supposed to be paired up with what they call the Mega Shad. You know, if you think the regular Shad was enough, they got one that is called the Mega Shad. Look at the size of this beast right here. Like, are you kidding me, man, dude? The Mega Shad. So we will try on camera here to put the Mega Shad here, right? Dude, how exactly do you put this thing on, right? You're supposed to screw the head and then put the body in, right? So let's screw the head in first. Let's do that first. I think that's how it's supposed to be. I am no expert when it comes to this kind of things. There we go. After a little bit of time, finally the head is all in, which is good. And then I guess you just get the point here and put it in. Is that how it is? On the top. Ah, oh yeah, legit. So maybe I hooked a little bit too in front here, but I think this is how it's supposed to be. All right, dude, this is pretty big. When I bought it, they told me this is a striped bass material, right? Striped bass bites here, it goes down, right, and then it hooks. But in terms of action, let me tell you, I saw the action at the tank, at the expo. The action is insane. When this thing actually gets inside the water, it stays vertical. Check this out. It stays vertical. Yeah, you guys see that? It's vertical. I mean, it's not 100. You see, it's vertical. You see that? It doesn't stay all the way down because of the jig head. I mean, the leaves and the uneven surface here is not making stay too vertical here. But in the fish tank over there, you know, it was like 100%, yeah, just like that, vertical. And then when it goes down and it stays vertical like that, you just give a few twitches, it slightly go off the bottom, you know, and the lure behaves like a fish that is kind of swimming, you know. This is the type of lure that is most likely for us to get snagged here at the Delaware Canal. So I mean, I definitely not gonna be using this at the canal today. I would be using this in the surf, you know what I'm saying? Fishing for striped bass, not even for bluefish, because you know, if bluefish gets this, it's gonna tear this whole thing apart here. And I guess if you don't like the head here at the top, you could just kind of go down here regularly. That's my assumption. I don't know, man. Like I said, you know, I'm quite a noob for this kind of stuff, but I actually like the vertical feature, so this works just good for me. Dude, can you hear the bang when it goes in the water? Oh, look at that. We almost got snagged. But yeah, just like that, cast and twitch, you know? This is pretty legit. All right, we tested out all the lures here today in terms of action and everything else. I think everything that is left for us to do is really to go up and down the canal and actually try to catch a fish on one of these lures, you know what I'm saying? Now, is that going to happen? That's a good question. You know, I don't have a lot of hopes for that to happen, but that is not to say that it is impossible to tie one of these on and not catch a fish, right? You gotta always give it a try, so let's do it. Very interesting day up here at the Delaware Canal today. I mean, maybe I'll leave a few clips for you guys at the end of the video of what exactly happened, but I just spent about 2.5 hours here at the canal, you know, walking up and down. Did a live stream here on YouTube. If you guys missed that live stream, well, you know, there's nothing much I can do about it. But the thing is, I actually run this lure right here, the Big Rock 18, for about 30 minutes here at the canal, you know, until I almost lost it on a 3. And I mean, $30, you know, you don't want to be losing these on 3s, you know. So I kind of decided to just leave it away for my future saltwater videos, you know, instead of losing them here in Yardley. And I tied on a chatterbait, you know. So for 2 hours, I walked up and down with a chatterbait, casting everywhere, lost 3 fish, but we ended the day getting skunked. Extremely sad, you know, in a certain sense, but it is what it is, you know. Well, needless to say, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, you know, the introductions to all the different lures, you know, especially like custom made lures, right? I'm gonna be bringing legit saltwater videos using these lures later this year for the striped bass, you know, the Moronis saxatilis, and the bluefish, the Pomatomus saltatrix. So you guys can definitely look forward to those. Now, after this video, I'll probably be bringing you guys my New York series collaboration with Tim Galati and Mike Potocny from First Estate Fishing. So hey, enjoy guys, you know, and thank you very much for watching, all right? I'll see you all, as always, next time.